Welcome back, everybody. This is the Boardman Gets Paid podcast. I'm your host, Andre Lindo. I'm on the right side today because Sheldon showed up first.
Left
With
side.
we got Sheldon, regular Shells. What up, though?
Here, man. Back in the lab.
He's back in the lab doing his thing. How's the snow been out there?
Listen, man, I've shoveled my my driveway about 13 times since Wednesday.
Mhm.
I am over it. Even with a snowblower, man, I'm over it.
Yeah.
It's a
Also,
lot.
you got a snowblower.
I got the little handheld one, not the crazy one that you kind of whatever. I got the little one that looks like a shovel,
Yeah.
but it still blows, and it's more effective than shoveling, but it's still a lot. There's so much snow outside.
Yeah.
We
I'm
have
actually.
not had this in like 5 years or 6 years since the pandemic.
It's
We
been
haven't
a
had
while.
snow like this. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I've been thinking about getting a snowblower myself, and
Do it.
just trying to convince my wife now.
There's no need to convince. Do what do you mean convince? Have you seen outside?
My wife is what we call the ice queen.
Okay, gotcha.
She likes to. She was
Also,
just
it's her
jumping in
fault.
the snow. Yeah, it's her fault.
Yeah, I got it.
She took it from Edmonton's like, yeah, okay,
All the people were begging for snow. Y'all got it. Okay, enough.
leave us alone now.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, I'm finally getting over this cough. Just one
Yes.
or times, but our Raptors had an interesting week. I'm not sure if I don't know if we welcomed our boy Brandon Ingram.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Big
Congratulations, Brandon.
trade and sign. Yes.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram to the Raptors.
Yes.
I'm still on the fence about it, but it's whatever. It's
Tell us
happening.
why. Tell us
right?
why, man. Tell us your concerns.
Mm,
Because you got him for the next, was it 4 years now?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah. So my concern is that we made this leap too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I think we needed to still build foundation before we go in and try to get talent like that.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the money and because of the position we would be in, because there's no foundation. And actually, you and I were talking about it just before this. Is like, I'm not sure our team has a good proper foundation because we cannot play defense whatsoever. And it's not only personnel. It's not because of the personnel only.
Schemes.
It's everything. So it's like you're gonna go bring in this offensive player, and we're going to be still the same next year.
So can I use a nice little reference?
Sure.
Caribbean reference to this signing, to Brandon Ingram coming to Toronto. This reminds me of, like, when your parents see a nice sale, like, at Frills or something like that, or wherever, you might see a nice sale and like, oh, toilet paper's on sale. Let me grab 300 of these and stock it up in the storage until I need it, right?
Yeah.
Because you know that when it's not on sale, you can't really afford it because it's a lot of money. It's going to cost a lot, right? Like, this is one of those where you buy low, which the Raptors did. They bought low.
They did very low, extremely
low for the player and also the contract that he got. It's extremely low buying point. I think the Raptors are doing what Caribbean parents would do. Buy low, put it aside for now, because he's not going to play this year. Let's get this right. He's not going to play this year. I agree with your sentiment of the Raptors, need to build a better foundation. But if you can get an all-star level or fringe all-star level player like Brandon Ingram, who can average 20, can get a bucket, do all the things that you like, it doesn't look good for what we're doing right now in terms of being a rebuilding team.
Yeah.
But you don't let these things slide, man. If you have an opportunity, add the talent, because guess what? Like, again, he's not playing now, right? Next year, you don't know how we can retool the team and see how things work. But I think it's a good pickup for the low. Put him aside, right? Let him gel. Let him, he apparently loves the city. All reports is he has circled the Raptors. Not just the Raptors, but Toronto as a city on his map, and we know the conspiracy with that.
That's what I'm saying. Don't say that. My cousin came at me like, "Yo, he really likes City, Andre."
No, there's a shorty out there. This is a short or some shorties out there. Don't let me get my sources, but there's some shorties out there. I know that has got to Brandon Ingram, and shout out to y'all because you guys count too. But I think this is one of those where the player wanted out of that situation, and he likes the city, he likes the organization, apparently likes the young players, according to him, likes playing with Scotty, or is a fan of Scotty, whatnot. So I think the opportunity was there. It was a buy low. Hey, why not? Let's do it. Let's get him on the team, put him aside, get him incorporated. Now you have a player who's going to start in training camp, fresh. He can do what you want, get him incorporated properly, and see where it goes from there. Hopefully, we still get our pick. I don't want to see him this year. I don't want to see number 3 on the court this year.
I just say, bro,
But
like
let's see how I think this is one of those old school moves where it was an opportunity. You buy low, you sign him for the extension, which is something I don't think we've ever done this before in Raptors history. Sign a player at this level after a trade and sign him like a couple days later to a pretty big contract.
mhm.
But I'm happy to have him, bro. That's it. I'm happy to have him.
This is what the song that reminds me of
You ready?
this play.
See? All right, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. If it's fire, it's fire, right?
Oh, let's go.
Oh, I just made this shit like
Hey,
okay.
this song, yo.
You got me playing uncut.
Okay.
Let's go, Jilla. Oh,
Come with some more.
hey man,
Hey,
he performed
shout out,
last weekend.
shout
Shout out
out
to him.
to Angelo Ball with this song.
Let's go, Jilla.
Oh my God, Jello. Okay, anyways. Um, so Brandon Ingram signed a 3-year, $40 million deal
Yes.
with a player option at the third year.
Mm-hmm.
40 million is actually not bad
It's a
to
good
give.
number.
So remember, I was cussing about having this dead weight
Yeah.
contracts
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
on the bench
Yep.
of my
Not
boy Bruce
playing.
Brown,
Yeah.
Kelly Olynyk,
Not
the
playing.
pylon, the human pylon,
Yep.
and the only one I'm kind of a little upset with is that first rounder. But it's like you're giving that away. I feel like if Brandon Ingram serves the purpose,
Yeah.
it will be okay. They didn't give up much. They didn't give up any core pieces, nothing.
Right. No young players. No future players. I think it was. Um, this had to be up there one of the best trades that the Raptors have made in terms of getting the return back and
Mhm.
getting the player to actually commit to your program. Like the biggest thing in Raptors in history, we always know this. We don't sign free agents. It's just a thing with our franchise. Even the championship year, we cannot sign anybody,
Yeah.
right? We can't even keep our star players after a championship.
Yeah.
So, again, the best way to build and to rebuild is through the draft and through trades.
Yeah.
Again, I think we really
For our
lucked out.
market. For our
Oh,
market.
yeah, especially for us. Again, I think we really lucked out on this because you got a player who averages 20. He wants to be here, sign long
20,
term, even give us a
26 and
discount.
5.
Yeah, give us
You
a
know,
discount,
yeah.
right? Because he turned down more money from other teams, which to me is shocking. Like, I don't know which Toronto shorty got him in a chokehold, but for him to turn down more money from other places to come to Toronto, I love it. I
I
love it.
think it's weed, man.
I don't care what it is. I
Hey,
don't care. I don't
but
care.
he can play. Yeah, every weed man I know
For
when
sure.
we used to play Gorilla playing ball, they were the friggin'
And
nuts.
guess what? They never got tired. They never got hurt. They play all day, and get buckets. So
They get buckets. They can play defense,
shout
everything.
out to
So,
Brandon Ingram,
yeah,
man.
shout out to Brendan Ingram.
Welcome to Toronto, man.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We'll see if I'll get a jersey. We'll see.
I'm getting one.
Uh,
First game winner he hits, I'm getting a jersey, man. That's it. And I see people out there talking about this is like a Rudy Gay situation. For context,
it kind of
Rudy,
is.
no, listen. Rudy Gay at the time was supposedly he's never been an all-star in his career. Never averaged 20 points a game. He never really led his team anywhere at any point in his career. Right? This is not the same thing, right? Rudy Gay was what 20. He was in his 30s, I think, when he got traded to us.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think. Maybe
And
in my mind, when I say Rudy Gay, what I
yeah,
say like it's like a very similar playing style,
sure, but he didn't
right?
want to be here.
And size and movement. It's just he didn't want to be here.
He didn't
So
want to be here. No.
My other cap that I have of Brandon Ingram is one of the reasons why he was okay with Toronto was Jakob Poeltl. I was like, who?
Yeah, that was strange.
Strange. Never
First of
played
all,
with him. Never knew with him.
I'm surprised we kept Jakob Poeltl in the deal. I was expecting to see his name. I'm like, what? Jakob.
So you remember we talked about it, that I wonder if we could have traded quickly for Brandon Ingram. I was like, okay with that. We talked about it a few
You see
pods
what I'm
ago.
saying?
And then we end up
that's a big contract to give up for the team who's trading for him to even think about that. So like I said, bro, we bought low. You know, we bought for on the sale price. I don't know if it's a price match or what, but we got super lucky on this one. It's financial.
we got this at Walmart, yo.
Yeah. We brought the
Remember we
flyer.
wanted KD? There we go. We got our flyer. You know the K. Okay.
KD 2016. You remember that whole farce?
Oh,
man.
people are still mad about it.
Oh, I'm still mad about it because I think he should have came here. He would have won a title.
Oh, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about when they were trying to trade Scotty for him.
No. I'm talking about 2016 when he was a free agent, when he went to the Warriors instead of here, man. He could have won, and we still beat him. See how it works.
Anyways, let's get into the week of week 17. I think it's week. No, not a finish short week. It's 3 games. You know.
Oh, you're talking about yeah.
I know.
Felt like so long ago. That's why.
Yeah, we'll get into the All-Star weekend because I did not watch one lick of it. We'll have our correspondents, regular shells.
That's the 4-letter word now. All-Star weekend is the 4-letter word.
So the Raptors lose to the Rockets.
Yes,
this was a very, very interesting game. Like it wasn't
throwback game, man.
Yeah, it was like okay, here look at the halftime score. It was 42 to like 35, I think it was something like that. And it's like we're like, what is going on when it comes to these teams? They weren't scoring. It wasn't until like late in the fourth where it was like Tari Easton and Cam Whitmore hit a few threes. And then boom, Raptors losing.
Game opened up.
Couldn't score.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. You have any thoughts on this game? Like
so I watched the first half and I'm just like, because I was cooking when I was watching it. You know, one of those you just have it on. And the whole time I'm hearing the report is like, oh man, the Raptors cannot get it going. But they're keeping the Rockets at bay. And I'm just like, okay, sure. Maybe one of those ethical losses where we keep the game close. And I'm like halftime, like, what? That's it? I thought it was the first quarter.
Yeah.
Or like the second quarter stats that they were showing. I'm like, no, it's half. I'm like, no, this is not good.
Yeah.
So the game is going. I'm just like, this is bad. This is bad. And then the fourth quarter came around. We had nothing left in the tank. Nothing left. Like the previous games week where we were winning on the 5-game win streak.
Yeah.
Everything went out the window this game. Just out the window.
So we talked about this game thinking it was going to be a trap game for Houston.
Right.
It would be a trap game for us. Actually, for both teams because they could not score, bro. Like
and that's the thing. It's weird because the Rockets are a very high-powered offensive team, especially Jalen Green, and Amen Thompson is now stepping up as an offensive threat. But they got Sengun, who's a scorer. They got these guys Whitmore and all these other guys who are really good secondary players who can score the ball, but no one could make a shot, bro.
No. Not even Dylan Brooks.
5 for 16, 7 for 19. That's disgusting, man.
0 for 3, Sengun. Sengun actually got injured in this game early, which is one of the reasons why I think the offense struggled.
Yeah, for sure. Because they play a lot through him. Yeah, they play a lot through him. And they didn't have Van Fleet this game either. So
and Jabari Smith Jr.
Yep, who's a big
Eason. The guy that I said hits a few 3-pointers. It was Jason Tate. It was, and Jeff Green, man.
Shout out to the OG, man.
Yo, shout out to Jeff Green, yo. Comes in the game and he just manhandled our bigs, man.
That man is like 55 years old. He played against everybody.
So I remember I liked him. I was very sad when OKC traded him.
I was sad when he got the heart condition. I thought he was gonna have to retire, man. The man's still playing basketball.
Still playing, yo.
That is a testimony in itself, man.
Yeah.
Like, what a story right there for Jeff Green. Shout out to him. Keep getting them checks, baby.
Hey, that's what's up.
Keep getting
Another thing I wanted to say though is like I don't like their rookie Reed Shepard.
no.
No, that guy
I think
he's
when the
terrible.
time he got drafted, the hype was, oh, they got a shooter, and he's the best shooter in the draft. But I'm like, you guys really kind of sold high on him because I think he would have been available later on in the draft. I don't know why
Mm,
they took him so high. He was
they
like
were
what,
saying he
7,
may have he came third. He was third in the league.
third.
Yeah, that's why I think they reached. But
Yeesh.
yeah, I don't know. Like I see what Jamal Shed has been doing
Yeah,
versus Reed Shepard. I would rather Jamal Shed, and
absolutely,
I think Jamal Shed is actually taller than him. Like
absolutely.
it was just it's such a weird guy. Yes, he can shoot,
Yeah,
and that's one
yeah.
thing. But
But
like,
again, like the NBA is a thing where if
mhm,
somebody takes away your strength, which every team can take away your strength, right? If you're a shooter, they can take away that. If you're a good ball handler, they can take away that. If you're good in you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you can't be one dimensional in the NBA, and that's what I hated when they say, "Oh, he's a good 3-and-D player." No, he's more than that,
mhm,
right? These guys that can reach out, like look at Grady.
Grady, yeah,
Grady's got to be he's more than just a shooter, right? So with
yeah.
Reed, it's like, what else do you bring to the table? Do you bring defense? Are you a good passer? Are you good, lead guard? Like, what are you? You know
And
what I mean?
that's what I'm trying to figure out what he is because even
I have no
running
idea.
the point, he did not do well. I love Amen
No.
Thompson though. I like that kid.
Hmm. Oh,
He
he's
is
gonna
what
be a
you call a
superstar, man.
baller, man.
He's gonna be a
Yeah, I don't know
superstar.
about superstar.
I think so.
He's
I'm
like
gonna
an
tell you
OG.
why. I'm gonna tell you why. These both of him and his brother, bro. They have this thing
Mhm.
of just like getting better and better as time goes on, right? Nobody knew them coming out of high school, right? College, they went straight to the Ignite, the G
Big
League
night. Yeah,
Ignite. These guys, if they played college ball, I think there would have been a bigger buzz around them. But
yeah,
shout out to the scouts who excuse me, picked them up
yeah,
at 4 and 5 in the draft. These guys are gonna be great, bro, because they're getting better, and you can even see now with a man like he's growing, his shot is getting better. He's
yeah.
athletic. He like
And he's
I've
running the
never
point
seen
now. Like he's actually they're giving
right.
him the reins of the at the point guard position, meaning he's able
Bro,
to understand defense.
he's
Oh
gonna be,
man.
he's got the tools, and I think it's just gonna be the work ethic,
Hmm.
and if they have a good situation, I think Amen's in a good situation. Asar, I don't know in Detroit, but
Mm,
um,
a little bit.
Amen is
Yeah,
in a great situation right now, and I think in a few years, bro, I'm telling you, we're gonna be talking about this kid, man,
yeah, yeah.
as an all star.
I think Asar too. He's good too. I think he just needs a
Yeah,
better situation, but
he
we'll
needs
see.
a better, yeah, for sure. I don't mind taking him. Hey, Raptors, hey,
Hey.
buy low, buy low.
Then we look over to the Raptors.
Yeah, tough
Terrible,
game,
like
tough game,
36% from
tough
the
game,
three, like
tough game.
19% from three.
You can't
I
win
mean,
basketball games. What was it? Scoring 80 points, 84, 86 points. You can't score.
they scored what
Win basketball games like that.
87.0.
There's no way, unless your defense is like generational. In
Yeah,
this today's NBA, just the averages alone with the 3-point shot,
yeah.
you're not winning games when in the 80s. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. And the Raptors didn't have any offense this game, man, at
No,
all. At
none whatsoever.
all.
I think though you have to kind of give it to Jamal Shed and Jonathan
Hmm.
Mobo.
Hmm.
Mobo got to start, playing that small ball
Yep,
center.
yep, yep.
I really like him. I really like him there. I know he's
Well,
small. That's the only
yeah.
issue. But
It's
like,
a shame, man, because he makes up for. He's got
yeah,
long arms and he hustles his butt off,
yeah,
man. Like that kid is he's got a motor that again you can't teach that,
yeah.
right? So once the basketball skills catch up to his motor, watch out, man.
He's
Watch
gonna,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
And but
good.
you're starting to see it though. Like he's hitting three
Absolutely.
pointers. Like this
Oh yeah,
game, he wasn't hitting any 3 pointers, but they're leaving him out there, and he's
yeah.
starting to hit those corners.
Took
I
six
mean, we'll talk
threes.
about it in the next game.
Yeah,
And then again, Jamal Shed with the just never
man.
never give up. Like
Yeah, yeah.
he's the only one that had a good shooting night.
Hmm.
6 of 9,
Hmm.
right? Moving the ball, trying his best. And
Well, I
another
mean,
thing,
this is a homecoming for him.
yeah,
Homecoming, coming home to Houston. A lot of players like to show out when they come back to where it all started. I
mhm.
saw an open gym piece on him. Like
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. That
uh,
was pretty cool,
it
man.
was really cool moment. Like I didn't know he was that big in Houston, right? Like he's one of the guys, man.
What?
Yeah, I
Most
didn't know.
winningest player, bro. Like
I know he did his 4 years, but I'm saying I didn't know it was like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like was really the man down there, bro.
I like the fact that they said they watched the Raptors practice when Raptors came to Houston
Yeah,
last year, and
yeah.
he said his eyes was just fixated on quickly, and he wants to play. And when
Wow.
you see the young players just like watching the
Yeah,
NBA
yeah.
players, you can see
Yeah,
that sparkle in it.
yeah.
I don't know. I think
That was
you
cool.
know.
That was
I thought it was like so awesome, and you
yeah,
could
yeah.
see like these play like NBA is so crazy, bro.
It's such a big jump from, especially back then, like
Yeah,
even before like the NIL deals and stuff like that. It
yeah,
was such a big jump for these kids, man, coming from college to the NBA, because you go from your dorm room to millions of dollars, and you're seeing superstars that you've watched on TV, and it's
yeah.
like a lot of players, don't make the jump. What I mean is they get to the NBA, but the game doesn't translate because the lights are brighter, the stage is bigger, and someone like Jamal Shed, for getting drafted so low,
Mhm.
he looks like he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder for his entire career, bro.
Yeah.
Like he
Well,
he feels like he
I don't know
was.
if it's a chip or more of a
I think
like
it's
an
a chip. I think it's a chip.
because I see like Marcus Smart having a chip. I think he just has a love to win.
He
Is the
does.
I think there's a difference. Is chip you're angry. This is more of like a passion.
Well, I would say the chip is more so not the anger part, but more so like, oh, you guys thought he's better than me. I'm better than this guy. I've proven it. I've beaten him in college. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I've beaten him 4 years. I've beaten these guys already. So like, why didn't you draft me? It's more of a like, you don't respect me? I'm gonna show you.
Mhm.
Right? And he's coming out every night playing hard. He's like, regardless of the score, this dude's going out there like it's game 7 of the finals every day. And you
Every
want to
game,
see
bro.
that, from all your players. But yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to Jamal Shed, man.
yeah. Shout out to Jamal Shed. Love
Yeah.
that guy. All right, let's get to the next game. The Raptors played the Sixers and got a rare win.
Is
Against
it rare
I don't know.
against these guys?
I don't know if it's rare. Actually, I
Listen,
should
man.
a rare win in the season, but like
Sure. For
I
the
think we've beaten Sixers like every time we played them.
yeah, I think this is the second or third one. I'm not sure. I
I
think
think
the
it's the
second.
third one.
We beat them early on in the year. I
We
remember
beat
that.
them game 2. We were like, whoa, we
Yeah.
beat the Sixers, but then we realized Sixers sucked.
Oh man, they are horrid. Look at these numbers. Okay. Forget the Raptors for this point
Yeah,
because we know they played well.
let's go to Philly. Yeah.
Let's go right to Philadelphia here. Paul
Did you
George.
watch this? Hold on. Did you
I
watch this
watched the
game?
game. I watched the entire game, start to
Okay,
finish.
you gotta explain to me that last play with Joel Embiid. You have to tell me what
Oh,
happened.
we'll get into that. We'll get into that in a minute.
Okay,
We'll get
yeah.
into that.
Let's get into your friend here,
So let's start from the
Mr.
top.
Robert.
Yeah, Mr. George, quote unquote superstar in this NBA. Some kids call him the GOAT, not my GOAT. I don't know where they got that from.
I don't know what it is. Why is it that
I,
these kids?
I couldn't tell you, bro. I have no idea. I don't see it. I don't understand it. 14 points, -10. What you got? 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 4 fouls. If I'm paying a guy upwards of what is he getting, like 40 a year, 45?
40 something, yeah.
Get out of my city, bro. You got more podcast episodes than you do wins or points, something like that. Like
It was minutes I played or something like that. Yeah.
if people are looking at those type of stats and putting it all over the internet, bro, you got to play better than this. You got to come out at least one game and drop 30 or 40 and remind people that you're actually a good player. Like I watched this game. He's healthy. He apparently, well, to him, he said he's got a finger
Yo,
issue.
bro, you said that he's making 40. Bro, it's 49 million.
Oh my god.
Next year, 51 million. The
Oh my.
next year, 54 million. Last year, player option at 56
They
million.
got 4 more years left of this,
4 years, bro. Yo.
and he's
Oh,
what? He's up there. He's like 33, 34. I think.
yeah, yeah. Oh
Paul George isn't
man.
young anymore, man. Damn. Listen,
Ooh,
Philly, I know you guys are trying to win now, but it looks like you guys are back to the process because this is horrible. It was a really bad game all around, and there's no excuse. You have all your star players here, even Maxi. Bro, what happened to Tyrese Maxey this game?
he got
Which
shut down,
one of
bro.
you Toronto shorties got to Tyrese Maxey?
Okay.
I need to know because we need you every game now. The one good player on their team scored 5 points. What
Yeah.
happened? Embiid,
Yes.
I'm expecting him to drop because obviously he's Joel Embiid. Jakob Poeltl cannot guard him. No one can guard him, really and
No,
truly.
nobody can.
If he wants to play, he can play. He can score. He's a great player. He's an all-world player. It's more the mental, right? But 27 and 12, I mean, you can't argue with that. He played well. Outside of that last play, 8 of 19, 10 of 13 from the line. You're gonna get that from Joel Embiid. What you don't like to see
And
is
a
1 of 5.
13. He went 13 times to the
Of
line, bro.
course, because no one can guard him. Jakob can't
Uh,
guard. Who else is there? Mobile can't guard him. Scotty can't guard him. Nobody could guard Joel Embiid when he wants to play.
so do
Right?
you blame the coach on this? Because I swear in
Oh
Philly,
boy,
the
why would you
coach
ask me
is
that?
getting killed right
Why
now,
would
bro.
you ask me
He's
that?
getting
Oh
killed.
boy, you know what I'll say to that is that you get what you ask for, man. I'm gonna leave it right there. You get what you asked for. You wanted to go somewhere where you can continue your championship aspirations and be one of the top coaches in the league. But I think he forgot that he actually had to coach. Right? I think he thought he could walk into Philly with these superstar players and this, good young player Maxi and good Kyle Lowry on your team to kind of coach up the guys a little bit. But you got to remember, you have to coach. You got to coach these guys. You can't sit there with your hair gelled back and your little pinky ring, and your little fancy little
He
turtleneck.
knows.
Like
I don't
enough
know,
of that.
bro.
I
I
don't
don't
see him
know about
coaching. He hasn't done anything to tell me that outside of Jaron McCain, which I think he would have been nice anywhere. I don't
that.
see what Nick Nurse is doing with this team. I don't see any players developing. I don't see your star players playing any different.
Yabusele's been an
Sure,
interesting.
sure, but he's coming off of the Olympics where he really showed out, and I think he's proven himself worthy to be in the NBA. I'm not giving Nick Nurse that credit. Yabusele
Wow.
was playing really well in the Olympics. If you dunk on LeBron, you're getting the NBA contract.
And another thing too, Sheldon, look at the
Yeah,
minutes. Like he's
I
doing.
know, but
He's
this is my
doing.
point. This is my point. He's not coaching. He's just letting the starters play, your best players play, and it's not working. There's no adjustment. There's no nothing. Who is this guy? This is not Nick Nurse
This
that
is
we
not
know.
Nick Nurse, bro. This is
This
not.
is not Nick Nurse
This
at
is
all,
not Nick Nurse, bro. He don't have the
right?
same team, bro. Like I don't know. You
People
have
don't
Jeff
remember.
Dalton sitting on the bench, not even playing.
There's no
I don't
Norman
know.
Powell on the bench. There's no Fred VanVleet off the bench. There's no Pascal Siakam.
Pascal.
There's no Jakob and JV. There's
There's
none
no
of that.
Marc Gasol to
Marcus all
start.
coming.
Come on,
You
come
know,
on, bro.
there's none of that. You got three potential all stars in George, Embiid, and Maxi, and these guys have not won. Albeit Embiid has been out, George has been out, but like you haven't done anything else with what you have.
Yeah,
Right? Quentin Grimes is out. He was your one shining point, bro. The Sixers are a mess. All
Grimes
right,
played, bro. He played.
no, not Grimes. Sorry, the kid, man.
Jared McCain, yeah,
McCain.
Jared.
Yeah, sorry, not Grimes. My apologies.
So in this game, Scotty had to show out in front of his old coach.
Of course, and that was
33
personal. Hold
points.
on, hold on, hold on. Before you get to the stat line, let's
Go
talk
ahead, go ahead, go
about
ahead.
why the young man was showing out. There's
Please tell us what.
two things, right? Obviously, it's Nick Nurse. He's got a vendetta against him because Nurse,
Exactly.
over the years, always said Scotty's this, Scotty's that. Whatever, couldn't win with him. Blah blah blah. Went to the Sixers. Scotty had a better situation. Sure, Scotty gets Rookie of the Year. Rest is history. But secondly, who was it? No, who was a reporter? Was it Michael Grange or one of them? Who was a reporter that says Scotty doesn't have a bag or Scotty doesn't have a?
Friggin' Doug Smith, bro.
It was Doug Smith.
Doug Smith thing. He's
Who-
not. He doesn't put in a lot of effort and all that crap.
No, man. He said he didn't have a bag. He said he didn't have he didn't have go-to moves. No, a lie. It wasn't Doug Smith. It was Matt Bonner on Sportsnet.
Oh
On
yes, Matt Bowder was talking a little
broadcast on
trash,
the
bro.
live broadcast said that Scotty Barnes, the team's best player, the team's all-star, team's rookie of the year, team's future superstar, doesn't have a bag. And Scotty said, "Yeah, word," and continued to destroy the Sixers with a fully
Unfortunately,
healthy.
I kind of agree with him. He's still working on his bag, but still, I, Bonner doesn't know. He doesn't know how to
Did you
speak.
watch this game, sir?
Yes. This game.
Highlights up. Put the
Yeah.
highlights up if you want. Because
I-
Scotty said, "Oh, it was a little motivation for me," because he went to his bag, the quote unquote bag he didn't have.
Yeah.
He went to it, and he went to it early and often, bro. You have 33 and 10 against the Sixers with Embiid on the floor, and Paul George, who's supposed to be a world-class defender. Remember what they saying? Paul George.
10, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He didn't have a bag. 12 or 15 from the line. That's how aggressive he was. Come on.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I understand why people say you don't have no bags. Okay.
No, I wouldn't say it to his face. I wouldn't say it out
It's because
loud.
he has handles.
I wouldn't say it out loud, bro. What's this?
Crap, no, I know what happened. It just went to another. There we go. Perfect. Let's see.
I want to. Look at that. No bag. No bag. Huh? No bag. Come on.
I was watching this. Oh yeah, he was.
And one.
He was giving it to them, bro.
Oh yeah, all game. Ooh, nice move. And one. He had quickly had a great game too. Great.
I have an issue. I have an issue with quick.
Come on, man. Let's go.
You see that? Do you see that defense there?
Yeah, I see it.
Why the hell did they collapse?
It's a collapse. Why are you collapsing so far out on the 3-point line?
Again, look, they all collapse again.
Yeah. Well, I'll give them a pass because it's Joel Embiid. It's hard. You can't guard him one-on-one.
Yeah, but you don't. There's 3 other guys in the paint, so why would you collapse? This is. You see this shot?
Yeah.
I don't like that, bro. Why is he so off balance when he shoots?
That's just the way he shoots the ball. I mean, it goes in.
Right? It doesn't go in all the time.
Look how you bumped him, man. That's just disrespectful. You look like a kid. Joel Embiid makes 7-footers look small, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he does.
That's crazy. And he's still trash. Shout out to Grady. Nice move.
Yo, Grady, man. That's
nice
my move. Man, yo.
Look at Scotty, no bag. To the rim. And one. That should have been a foul.
Yeah, Basali looking help.
Look at this guy. Trash. It's one of his 8 points of the game.
Okay, now you're gonna tell so in this recap they didn't show why, like, what happened with Joel Embiid. What happened?
No bag, huh? No bag.
Over Joel, bro.
Over Embiid. Come on, man. No, this is not the play. I thought it was the play. No, it's not the play.
No.
Yeah, that was bad defense.
They skipped it
quickly. Oh, look at that. Double team right over the top. Come on, man.
If Ochai was 2 inches taller.
I know. He'd be a star. He'd be a star. Great defense, by the way.
Yep. Sorry, Joel. You lost.
Why didn't they show the play? That's weird.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, anyways, tell me what happened, bro. Tell me what happened.
All right. So I think the game was they were down 3 because they got another possession. They were down 3, the Sixers, with the ball with possession because I think Grady missed a free throw. I think it was Grady missed a free throw. Would have put it away, but Sixers had the ball with some good time on the clock. Right, call the play, a high pick and roll with Maxey and Embiid, which is their bread and butter. Maxey got doubled, swing over the top to Embiid at the top of the key, wide open for 3. And when I say wide open, he caught the ball low. It was a low pass. Caught the ball, kind of stumbled, still regained his footing, and was wide open.
And he's still wide open, bro.
There was no reason not to shoot the ball. It's not like you stumbled and the defender caught up to you. You stumbled, looked at the basket, and then you're like, oh, I'm wide open for the tie. Let me dribble the ball into traffic. Try to put it behind my back.
I was so confused.
Like, what were you doing? Why was the ball trying to go behind your back? I don't get it. And Grady just easily picked it off.
What was he trying to do? And it made me feel like
he ran
they
into
were
the traffic.
Tanking you. Well, let's just watch it. You tell me what happened.
They can't be tanking, man. Not with 3 superstars making all that money, bro. Come on.
Bro, they were down 2, fam.
Yeah, down 2. My bad. Yeah.
Look at this terrible defense.
High pick and roll, double. I blame Scotty for that because Scotty was supposed to pick up and be. Pull it back. Yeah, pull it back. So look at this. Look what they double.
There's a switch, bro. There's a switch.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So Scotty's supposed to recover, but the switch was late because look how high. I don't know who that is. Is that RJ? Look how high RJ is. He's tagged. It's Ochai. He's tagged on Embiid. He's too high. If it's a switch, he's got to be down here. You know what I mean?
Oh no. Ochai had the point of attack, right?
Okay.
If it's a switch, he should stay with Embiid.
So well, there goes the communication. Who's supposed to communicate that?
Unless
it looks like he was fighting over the screen. Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be a switch because he's trying to fight to get back to Maxey.
So then why wouldn't he go under?
Run it. You see, he was fighting to get back. So that means Scotty was supposed to get back to Embiid. They got really lucky, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because
Let it play out.
like
Let it play.
first off,
Is that your
okay,
internet or is it me?
it's my internet. Yeah.
Okay.
First off, Ochai should have slipped down anyways,
Right. You don't need to
or
pick
you
up that
switch.
high. Yeah, you don't need to pick up that high. Because now you're opening up the floor, right? Look at that. Stumbled, still got his footing, and ran
And then left.
and tried to put it behind his back. What was that?
I don't understand that.
That was the weirdest thing ever, bro.
That's confusing, bro.
He
That's
can't be
confusing.
tanking. There's no way you're tanking. You guys they're supposed to be contenders for the championship this year, and the whole entire year has been a flop.
That's God, bro. That's
Yeah, the
how.
entire year has been a flop. They might not even make the playoffs fully. It might be a play-in team. Who knows? But
Anyways, I guess we just shout out Scotty for this game. He just went off plus 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. He was everywhere.
Scotty was in his bag. He was in his
He was
bag.
like City TV, man, everywhere.
Yeah. The kids don't know about that, Andre. They too young.
They don't know. They don't.
They weren't there for that, man. Speaker's Corner. They don't know about none of that.
Ooh, Speaker's Corner was fun.
They don't know about that.
All right, let's go to the next game. This is the game that was terrible.
Oh yeah. This is bad. It's real bad. Really.
The Raptors played the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yep.
Ended up losing this in the first quarter.
Just reverted right back to tank mode.
41
Full tank mode. This is post trade, wasn't it? I believe post trade.
Yeah.
I think the trade was right after the Sixers game, right? If I'm correct, I'm not sure.
Yeah. This was post trade.
Okay, so I always say anytime there's a big trade like this, it's either it goes one or two ways. It's either the team is motivated and they're highly motivated, like I said, but this is one of the opposite. And I'm not saying the Raptors were down on the trade, but there's always some kind of weird feeling once players get moved around. Either the team does really well or they do really bad. And this is one of those where they just did really bad. You had your starting lineup outside of Pirtle, right?
So I would say this is the third game that they started Mobile at center.
Yeah.
So they were undersized here.
Yes, against the tallest
huge
freaking front court in the league.
Exactly. I want to say this one thing though. If anyone tells me again that Mobley is better than Scotty Barnes,
they need to stop with that.
I want them to get. They need to get their head checked, bro.
You know what I'll say? I'll say this, and it's a very easy conclusion. Just do this one thing. Anytime that debate comes up, just switch teams. Put Mobley in the Raptors. Put Scotty on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That's a simple thing.
And tell me the Cleveland Cavaliers will not be contenders for the next 25 years.
Yeah.
If and I'm talking about if they play the same way, right? Nothing changes. You just swap teams, right?
They would have the it factor.
Absolutely. Because now you got a player in Scotty who's an all-rounder who can do everything, and put him alongside a player like Garland and Mitchell who can score the ball, so that takes pressure off scoring. And then you got a defender like Jared Allen in the paint, and you got shooters around him. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I don't understand. He's not the best player even on his team. He's like the third best player on this.
Scotty was the second best player on a playoff team when we played the Sixers in that first round series, and almost had a triple double his first game.
We would have won that series.
Body around. I know.
Step on his foot.
I know.
Anyway, I don't want to hear that crap again.
Yeah.
But Cleveland.
It's been a long time. 4 years now. Come on.
Yeah.
Enough.
Cleveland destroyed us though.
Yeah, they're a good team.
This is what we're talking about when 41 points 41, in the first.
Yeah, it was over there.
The Raptors just could not recover whatsoever. Like none.
We played well the rest of the game, but like that first quarter, it's hard to climb back against a good team, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you're missing guys and trades happen and all this, hoopla and stuff. It's hard, man. This is a good team. Cleveland is a great regular season team. We're gonna find out if they're even capable of playing in the playoffs. I want to see them against Boston. I want to see them against Milwaukee. I want to see them against these type of teams.
Hey, who would they play? I'll bring it up. We'll talk about it later. But
yeah,
the main thing that I want to point out here, is this is magic number 18.
Yes.
Anytime the Raptors play a team that gets 18,
you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
they get demolished.
Yeah.
It's something about that. Sam Merrill came off the bench 4 of 10. 4
Homeboy
of 9 for
earlier.
DeAndre Hunter, which is
Yeah.
this movement here, getting DeAndre Hunter,
It's a big
like
pickup.
that was a really good move,
Yeah,
man.
big pickup. Yeah,
I think so. It's a great.
he's just like a bigger, taller, better shooter than Karis LeVert.
Yeah.
He's not a better ball handler because
No.
LeVert can handle the ball, but Hunter, for what they're trying to do this year, he is the perfect fit.
But
100%.
why do you need another like Craig Porter Jr.? How many Porter Juniors are there in this league?
That's a great question. And are they related?
I don't know.
Who's the junior at that point? Why are
Because
they all
what I'm
juniors?
a lot of Porter. Yeah, if you want to be a
Hey,
basketball player,
Papa Porter was getting busy, man. Papa Porter was laying the pipe.
Grandpa Porter was just
He was throwing
destroying.
it around, man. Yeah.
But anyways, I wanted to say is like they don't need the ball handling in this lineup, and I have a
Not at
feeling
all. Not at all.
that in the playoffs,
Yeah.
this starting lineup ain't gonna happen.
No, I don't think so.
I think DeAndre Hunter is probably going to be inserted into the lineup
For
as
sure.
a defender because he's a better defender than Max.
Strus is there to shoot the ball and
Mm.
shoot the ball only. Obviously,
Oh
10
my God.
threes, right? Like
And if,
4 of 11 and 10 of them were threes. Like, what are we talking about?
what was it, Struce or who's in the
It was
first
Strus.
quarter? He
It was
hit
Strus,
like
yeah.
4 3-pointers.
To start the game, yeah. It was
It's like,
Strus. But this is my point. The defense collapses with Garland, right? Because Garland's not out there to score the ball like that.
Yeah.
Defense collapses. All he's got to do is swing the ball a couple times, and it's gonna find the shooter or the open man, right? He's
but
playing the ultimate guard.
I don't understand that though.
What
Like
do you
as a basketball player,
Yeah.
and who was covering him? Let me just see
Okay.
who's starting.
You talking about
that's
Strus
why.
or
No,
point guard?
Garland. It's just like okay,
Yeah.
if he beats your man, if
Yep.
he beats your man, he's
Yep.
still on his hip. Right?
Yes, maybe depending on how the
Why collapse?
Oh, you know why? You know why,
thing.
Andre? And this is what we talked about earlier. Is
Yeah.
that the Cleveland bigs are setting their picks? They're not slipping them. They're setting and they're holding their picks.
Oh, good coaching, man. Good coaching.
Setting and they're
Is Kenny Atkinson? Oh my god, I love
Yeah,
him.
yeah, because you have to remember, right? A lot of Raptors players slip the pick for the quick pass,
Yeah.
but it's not always there. It's not something. It's not a tool that you use often. It's supposed to be like a trick play, like a audible, right? Like if the player is gonna, blitz me at the top, I'm gonna slip the pick and just drop the pass off quickly. These guys are holding their picks and they're literally discarding the guard player,
Especially Jared Allen. Especially Jared Allen. He hits that, and then you have so many options. Like the guard has so many options.
Because now, like you said, the wing player's got to slip, and now once the wing player slip, I have wide open players to my left and right.
Yeah.
And
but what was upsetting me the most, right, was that they would have the pick and roll at like not at the top of the key, at the wing.
Yeah.
Right, and he would hold the ball and he would cut, and then Strus, and so the guy that was covering Strus,
would, on the weak side,
would like come in, and Strus would just like slowly come around,
take a couple steps,
wide open,
3-pointer. Bro, he had at least like 3 straight possessions where he was left wide open. I mean, after the guy hits the first 2, your eyes got to be locked in on him because right now you just give
someone's getting shoved, right. Someone's getting shoved, bro.
No, what I'm saying is the defense is collapsing too often, right? So you got to pick your poison. Because my thing is, if I'm coaching, right, and I'm looking at it like I'm not letting your main players beat me, right? But at the same time, I'm not letting your guards get everyone involved because now everyone's feeling good, right? I can't have everyone feel good on your team. One guy's got to be stressed out. One guy's got to be like, I can't get open. I can't get my shot off. Whatever the case, I got to take away something from your offense. Raptors didn't take away anything.
Well, Donovan Mitchell had a kind of a soft game, but he went to the free throw line.
Points, sir.
6 for 16, 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
21 points.
And 29 minutes.
That's efficient.
That's efficient.
Regardless of the score, the numbers, he had 21 and 29 minutes. So he's scoring the ball while he's out there. You know what I'm saying? And then these guys are coming off the bench. Look at that. DeAndre Hunter's 18, 16 from Merrill, 7, 8, 3, 4. Like, bro, Tristan. Okay, I'm not gonna bring it up, but these guys should not be scoring basketball.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about.
Okay, we're here. We're gonna talk about.
Right, what do you think about what he did?
I think it's wrong, man. If there's an unwritten rule, that is known across the league, and he's not a rookie. He's not a young player. He's a
He's a
veteran.
vet.
He knows that when you're up big against a team, I've been in those situations where I've been up big against another team, or not me, but our team has been up, and I had the ball in my hand, and I literally get to a point where I can score the ball. My coach is yelling at me, "Hold the ball!" Right? You don't embarrass the other team. It's just what it is.
Okay, what about what he said though?
With
So
what?
Tristan Thompson
Oh, about how they're
responded.
pressing? That's a
Yeah,
lie.
that they're
That's a
pressing.
lie. Because the game was still going. There was like 2-3 minutes in the game. Look, how many minutes did he have? 3 minutes. So he got in the last 3 minutes of the game, right?
But
The
he's saying
Raptors
that the
was
Raptors
supposed to
are
just walk
pressing,
up and
trying to.
down the court. But
Yeah,
you're
but
up
why is he
big. Who
pressing?
cares if you're pressing? You're up big. The game is over.
But why is he? Why are we pressing if the game's over?
Bro, it's not. I don't think it was
Hey, I
pressing.
don't agree. I'm just giving
I
you the
think
rebuttal.
I think what it was is there's a little bit of ball pressure. Sure, I don't think it was pressing. You're not pressing at that point.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of ball pressure just to say, okay, you guys are up big. Let's not make it look any worse, right? Let's be respectful here. Excuse me, and not make it worse, right? But for him
I
to go in and dunk the ball with seconds on the clock, come on, man.
I'm gonna just say this here, okay? Just let me actually zoom
And
in.
then you want to argue with our rookies? Come on, buddy.
I'm just
Come
gonna
on.
solo myself here right now.
Go ahead. I saw you.
Yo, you Toronto mans, don't feel no ways. That man is from Brampton, yo. He's a Brampton man, and only Brampton mans behave in such behavior. That is okay. I'm just saying. Don't worry. It's not a Toronto man's thing. That is a Brampton man's. Brampton, you need to come get your man. I don't care. I don't care if you say, "Yo, it's not Brampton." No, I have met many men, many men that behave in that
Yeah.
behavior. Okay, from Brampton. That's all I have to say about that.
There you go. That's how you rant, bro. Get these Brampton guys out of here.
Yo,
Out of here.
Brampton people. I even told my boy. Shout out to Mike McCoy, my cousin.
Yes, sir.
I go, come get your boy. He's like, yo,
Yeah.
I've seen that so many times in
Oh
games.
man, listen, man. That was one of the most embarrassing moments for Tristan Thompson, and he's had a lot. He's had a lot, but that was embarrassing. You look real stupid out there, bro.
He looks dumb. He looks
You
dumb.
know, to do that, and not even just to do it in Toronto as well, and then come on Twitter and talk about
And call out Darko.
yeah, call her Darko and say this is my city, sir. You
No, you're from Brampton, fam.
Brampton, the GTA.
We
Right?
we don't rep you, bro.
We don't even claim you guys at all, especially now. Let's
Yeah.
not even talk about now. Like we definitely don't claim y'all right now. But the point is, you haven't been relevant since Khloe Kardashian days. Even when you were winning a championship with Cleveland, nobody thought about you, sir. You might have got a couple rebounds, set a good screen here and there.
He said many
But
good
that's it.
screens.
That's it. That's it. Your career is Kim Kardashian and LeBron's puppet. That's it, man.
LeBron James.
Let's move on, man.
All
We're
right,
giving them too much shine already.
Let's go. Yeah, that's too much. Anyways, back to the Raptors. Okay.
Yes.
I want to call out my man here.
Call him out.
Jameson Battle.
Yes, sir.
All right. 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line. Now, I don't know why he's getting only 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Like we're supposed to be playing our rookies. Okay, yes, albeit we did pay 4 rookies today.
Yep.
But I think you need to get him. Like when you look at like Merrill and Strus and stuff like that, like 26 minutes from Merrill. Strus had 26 minutes. I think you need to make him in a role like this because I actually think he is actually a plus defender. He's not a bad defender.
He can move. The problem is, and this is what I see with what's his name? Sorry, Battle is that he's coming in for RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett had 27 this game.
Yeah, RJ played really well. I was gonna get to him next, but go ahead.
It's difficult to stagger those minutes because he's literally replacing him in the lineup. Jacoby played a lot as well, right? So there's not a lot of minutes. Ochai came off the bench, right? Who's normally a starter. He played a lot of. There's not a lot of minutes there for Battle. I think, and I agree with you that we got to stagger him in the sense of you have
Mhm.
a shooter out there, right? I'll play more with Grady, kind of open up the game for him, right?
We
Grady didn't have
talked
it
about
tonight.
this. It's like
I know.
maybe like 10 episodes ago that we should be playing with him and Grady at the same time with Scotty in the middle.
Grady had 25 minutes, only scored 2 points, 1 of 7 over 3. He didn't have it tonight. I think
Didn't have it, no.
you should have read that and said, okay, let's try to stagger the minutes between the two of them, or insert Battle with Grady on the floor to see if that could open him up a little bit. But it just wasn't there tonight, bro, or that night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like if a player is showing that efficiency, you got to find him minutes, regardless. Regardless.
And then another weird thing that Chris Boucher didn't even play.
He hasn't played in a while, bro.
Yeah.
And they even alluded to that in the broadcast,
Yeah.
So,
He didn't
which is
play.
weird. After the whole trade deadline and him surviving another trade deadline, him playing well, beyond well, why are you not having him out there? Especially when we're getting slapped upside the head. Let him go out there. Maybe
Exactly.
he can change the tide a little bit. He's done it before.
Like, I don't mind the losing, but it's like
Right.
you didn't trade this guy. You didn't
Yeah,
buy
why
him
is he
out.
sitting?
Nothing. Why is he sitting?
Yeah, it
Like,
makes no
that
sense.
seems so unfair to him.
Yeah,
He is
for
not
sure.
a good vet.
No. We talked
Whatever people say, that's not a good vet.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So but yes, and then we're complaining about minutes, and then we're saying,
Yeah.
oh, why didn't Chris Boucher play? But like Battle could get minutes in certain positions in certain
Yeah.
times. Like I really want to see Darko show us some lineups that he could potentially do with the skill sets that he has. I know Jacoby's been playing well. Again, this wasn't a game that everyone played well at all.
Yeah,
That's,
no,
that's for
not at all.
sure.
No.
RJ Barrett, is one of those games. RJ goes and gets his
Yeah,
points,
it's
and
points, yeah.
he got the steals. He
Yeah.
was the one making, playing a little bit more with more effort.
Yep, but that's it.
But at the same time, it's like it's not affecting winning or at least getting them into
We're
the
gonna have
game.
to have a real conversation about that someday, bro.
What about that? Tell me about that.
RJ Barrett and his effect on the winning of the Raptors. Like, it's getting to a point now where he's getting his points, but when he scores a lot, are the Raptors winning?
All right, so
are we
I've,
even competitive? Like
I've
it's
said this on many lives and spaces
yeah.
that what is RJ's best trait,
At this point, it's a left-hand drive to the rim, bro. That's
bro?
his number
That
one.
he is not a starter. Put him off on. Imagine you move this
Yeah.
line to the bench.
Yeah.
Now you have 27 points off the bench.
Yeah, right.
You need to make him come off the bench, yo. He is the best idea of like a Lou Williams or like that kind of skill set. And there's nothing wrong with him. Like if you're not going to play him in crunch time minutes when you need that defender, but there's nothing wrong with him playing the same amount of minutes he's playing, but coming off the bench. I know it's a weird psyche for people, but at the same time, it's like he's young enough to get an understanding that, hey, maybe his role as a player needs to be that off the bench scoring player.
Yeah, because he's very one-dimensional in that sense of just like he will get the ball at the top of the key, and like I said, he's just trying to get downhill.
Yeah,
right. He's trying to get to
that's
that
all
left
he's
hand.
gonna do.
Right,
Yeah.
he's trying to get to the left hand. He's trying to get downhill. A lot of times, he's not even looking for the contact. He's just trying to score the ball.
Yeah.
Right, and some of the best players in our league, if you go back to when scoring became a thing in the early 90s, right? Guys would get to the line. They would try to find ways to get to the line because that's free points, right? Free and with RJ, it's like it feels empty a lot of times when he scores a ball.
Mhm.
It's not like a 6-0 run or 8-0 run. Like it's like he score once and then he'll give up 6 points on the other end.
Yeah,
and then he'll score twice and give up 5.
So why not put him in bursts off the bench?
And I agree with you. I
don't know.
how they're gonna.
People have been saying no. That's not. He's more of a starter. I'm like, bro,
no.
This exact game is the reason why.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is like he put in 11 for 18, bro.
Yeah. And that's against starters. Imagine against bench players, right? Every team second unit. Yeah.
And he's shown. Not saying he's a point guard, but he's
Yeah, no,
shown that he could run, like
he can move the
run.
ball.
He
He can
can
move
run
the
the
ball.
ball,
Yeah, he can
right? He
move the
can
ball
play the point at least, or be that scorer on that second unit.
for sure. For sure. I think you got to test it out. I would love to see him and Grady. Because again, at the
Yeah,
beginning of
yeah,
the year,
you saw that earlier in the year. Why
yes,
not try that again? Like I don't understand.
we'll
Like
see. This upcoming year is gonna be interesting because once you add Ingram in, those shots are not gonna be there for RJ in the starting lineup. I'm just gonna let you know right now. It's not gonna
I
be there
think it
for
will. That's what I'm saying. I think it will, and I
no
think
in
it's
the
going to
starting
have.
lineup. I don't think so.
Oh yeah. Well, I just think there's going to be an issue because Ingram is more of an ISO player, anyways.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's not gonna be those shots there for RJ with Ingram in the lineup. It's gonna be there off the bench, but not in the
I,
starting lineup.
I just think I know people they're going to disagree with me. I think you need wings to win in this league. I
For
don't
sure.
think we should trade RJ because everyone's
No,
saying
no, no,
we
no,
should
no,
move RJ.
no, 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 no,
Move him to the bench. I
no.
think the player that we're gonna have to move is quickly. But like I said, we'll get there. But I'm just
I'm
saying,
gonna say this one thing about quickly, and I'm gonna
yeah,
leave it right there. I
yeah,
think he has 1 year or next year to prove that he's, um, the player that we think he is, or that the organization think he is,
mhm,
because again, they gave him all that. They gave him the big contract. They
yeah,
thought he would be their point guard of the future, and then the following year, he's played what, like not even 20 games so far. I don't
yeah,
think he's played just about 20 games. It's been a really rough ride. He comes in for 2 games and he's out for another 2 weeks. Like
yeah.
we got to see more of Emmanuel quickly on the floor with the starters to see if this is what is really, what
Yeah.
we really signed up for. So I don't know. We'll see,
When
man.
we
We'll
look
see.
at the contracts again, very
Yeah,
quickly here.
yeah.
You got 32 million, 32, 32. So it's a friendly deal. It's
It
not a
is.
bad deal.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's
But it's
movable.
guaranteed. And again, it's what's the production though coming out of that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like what are you getting for all of this? I don't know. I don't
Like
know.
I don't I like I and everyone's talking about RJ's contract.
Yeah,
Bro, 25 million to come off the bench. It's going to be the norm, bro.
I was about to say yeah.
It's going to
That's
be the
not bad.
norm,
It's not bad.
right?
Even Jakob for the next 2 years is pretty good at
Yeah.
that number. So
I don't know.
see,
But yeah,
man. We'll see.
other than that, I think Battle. I liked his game. Again, I think we should get him more points.
Yeah,
Sorry, more playing time. Scotty, he tried his best out there, but it's one thing we learned. We
hmm
learned about Scotty is when he doesn't have a center,
Yeah,
like he doesn't have someone that can play center or set picks,
yeah.
he's going to struggle, and
That's
he's
true.
going to struggle against big, tall centers. Once one is
Yeah,
deep,
he needs
it's
help.
so
He needs help for
difficult.
sure.
Yeah,
He needs help
it's
for sure.
so I talk about Pirtle being missing. It's missing. Yes, I know.
hmm
I but I kind of feel like we need an athletic, long, big.
That's
You
it.
know,
Yeah, we
so
do. Khalil Ware would have been nice in the Raptors uniform.
I
All I'm
was
saying,
on. He was on my list, yo. Everyone on my
highlights,
list got
bro.
picked right before the Raptors pick, bro.
I see
It
some
was,
highlights where I'm like, man, I would
hey,
love a 7'2" guy that could jump out the gym right now.
all
We have
right,
zero lob threat. Anyways, I'm not gonna go down
yeah,
that road.
that's
That
all.
road. Let's just
All right,
let's
let's get into uh, the awards for this week.
yes.
So, who was the offensive player of the week for you?
Scotty Barnes, offensive player of the week for me. That one game against the Sixers, just kind of, made me feel good, man. It made me hopeful because I want my star player to be sensitive. And what I mean by
Yeah.
that is, if you talk bad about my star player, I want him to go out there and show it to all of y'all, and be like,
Mhm.
"This is what I got, and this is what I can do." Right?
Okay.
And we won the game, so I'm gonna give it to Scotty just for that Sixers game alone. We give it to that.
Okay. I was gonna give it to Emmanuel quickly because he had more of a balanced
Yeah, he did. He
scoring.
was steady. He was
Uh,
steady this
he was steady this week, and he is still on limited minutes and stuff like that. So
week.
I'm gonna give it to him because Scotty under 20 points in those 2 games. So it's
Yeah,
like,
sure.
well, then again,
Just
he
blow
was
up,
this. It's
yeah,
okay. I don't mind that. So I'll give it to quickly.
sure.
And then defensive player of the week for me, it's Scotty. For me, it's
Mm,
Scotty.
it's
Yeah.
hard, man. The reason why I can't give it to Scotty, those two losses were really bad, right? And
But he played good defense in the Houston one.
He did. He did.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
was
Yeah, I guess I can go with that. I'm gonna give it to.
two steals, a block on the Houston game. Um, he had a steal and two blocks in
Yeah, I'm
the
probably going with Scotty
Philly
as well.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going with Scotty as well. Yeah, for that one for sure.
Who you got for rookie of the week?
We're going to Jamal Shed, easy. The Houston game kind of was the only one really doing anything. He's been steady as well. I
Very
think
steady.
for him, I think for him is the minutes that we gotta find some steady minutes for him. I know quickly is our main guy, but Jamal Shed has proven like we got rid of Davion Mitchell, who
Yeah.
is the best on ball defender in the NBA, pretty
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
because of this kid, right? So there's something there, obviously, and I think we need to exploit it in terms of using him a lot more,
Yeah.
right? He
Jamal
needs to be
Shed's
featured a lot
averaging about like 17 minutes a game. So I think bumping him up
more.
to that 20 minutes a game might be
Yeah, yeah,
helpful.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
For me, rookie of the week for me is Jonathan Mobile. He's
Yes,
out there struggling with those setters, and
butt off,
he's
man.
been doing a good job, right?
Yep,
Playing great defense, hitting those corner threes, those
yep,
open threes,
yep.
trying to grab rebounds. But I think it's more about getting him settled and setting some
Yeah,
really good picks. So I like that. He's got to cut down on the fouling, but we'll
hey
get
man, young bigs. That's
he's
what they
so
do.
he's so small out there,
Yeah,
man. But he's
they
he's
do.
doing his best there, man.
Yep. Young players
Um,
gonna follow, man. That's what it
yeah.
is.
All right, surprise player of the week. Who surprised you?
Ooh, surprise player. I was gonna say no, I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say Bruce Brown for actually getting out of here, but no, I'm not gonna say that.
I'll
Uh,
I'll give it to Battle. That's the
okay,
surprise.
sure, sure.
Yeah, hitting those
Surprise.
threes.
Or I'm gonna go with I'm gonna
Robinson
go with
or
no, I'm gonna go with Shamshay played a game this week. Did you not? Did he not?
yeah, I don't know. This one said he had 12 minutes. I don't think he had 12 minutes.
He did, man. He played a little bit one game and
0 points. No, he played in this the Sixers game. There's no
yeah,
way he played 12 minutes.
he did, man. Trust me. I remember watching it. He played that game. He held it down, to be honest. He looks like a rookie. He looks like an 18-year-old out there, but
Mhm.
I will say he was a little promising. We'll get surprised to actually see him on the floor. And also surprise player of the week for me, and this is going kind of contrary, but Chris Boucher. Not seeing Chris Boucher out there.
That's
That was a surprise
yeah.
for me. That was a
That's
big surprise
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, we have gotten through the week. All right, let's get into a little bit of the All Star Weekend. What were
Yes.
your thoughts? What were your
Get
thoughts?
rid of all of it. Every single thing. Just get rid of it, man. You know what's funny? I enjoyed the Mac McClung show. That was great. The 3-point contest is kind of wavering as well. Um, but the entire weekend, the one thing I'll say about NBA All Star Weekend, it doesn't feel like how it used to. It didn't feel like nostalgic or magical, or it didn't feel like the NBA was really putting its best foot forward. You remember, like All Star Weekend used to feature a lot of the OGs of the game. The past,
Mhm.
present, and future of the game. I didn't feel that in this one. I didn't feel like the stars were out. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of star players did not show up to All Star Weekend. And what I mean by that is around the league, like a lot of the top players weren't there. And I'm not talking about
Yeah.
those who were selected. I'm talking about like, I didn't see John Morant out there. I didn't see like certain players. I didn't feel like it didn't feel like All Star Weekend. You see celebrities and stars. I didn't feel like it. Like Kevin Hart was out there doing what? Like, why is he there?
Can I? Okay, so it's interesting you say that. I wonder. So, obviously, I think the best All Star game ever was the one where it was Vince Carter's first one. I think with the dunk off,
Oh, that's
and they had that
2001.
2001. I think,
Yeah, 2000 or 2001.
and yeah, it's when they were playing around in the first two three
The
quarters.
East won by like
Yeah,
yeah. I
and
remember.
then they just went. It was
Yeah,
Marbury Iverson
Kobe.
versus Kobe,
Yeah,
and that gave me chills watching
yeah.
that.
Literally down to the wire. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we have to, as fans, we have to grow up with the players, right? And
Okay.
these players are not. they have AAU. They're not competitive anymore. They're all friends. There's
Yeah.
no there's no competitiveness anymore
Yeah.
with it. So I think because we're a little bit older, we've seen a few of these All-Star games. There has to be a change to kind of engage the youth, right? And I think I've always said All-Star game, what All-Star weekend was for it's a family event. It's a family youth event. It is not
Yeah.
for
Agreed.
real fans.
Agreed.
I not for like hardcore fans. And I think they need to kind of play on that more. Like first things first, don't take away the dunk contest, but have like mandate younger players to do it.
Okay.
I think they need to bring in King of the Hill 1-on-1.
It's not gonna happen, man. They've been talking about it all weekend.
Bro, take it.
All weekend they've been talking about
I heard
this.
them talking about it, but I think they're going to do it. Why? Like, I don't understand. They play it all the time.
But see, the thing is with the one-on-one thing, and even LeBron has shut it down, which is not good because you don't want your cash cow to shut down an idea like that. But he basically said that they do it all the time in practice, and they don't want to see that in the All Star weekend, right? Even KD said, maybe it's time to shut it down for a couple years. But you're right. The whole idea of
They can't shut it down. This is part of. That's what I'm trying
they've
to.
done it before. They've done it before.
They
They've
shut
done
down the All Star game.
Yeah, they shut it down before. It was I saw it was 97 and 98, right before Vince Carter's first dunk off.
Yeah, they took away the dunk off, man. I don't think that's a good idea. I think with the way the league is trying to grow now, because
Yeah.
there has been stagnation now, because these players aren't playing.
That's the
There
thing.
has to be more.
So the players aren't playing in regular season and during the real games. What incentive do they have to play in the All-Star weekend, an exhibition game, where
Exactly.
there's no real reward for it? Yeah, some guys get incentives in their contracts, but outside of that, there's no reason to play the game. Once I'm selected, the incentive kicks in.
So that's why I
Good.
think the game should be canceled. I
Yeah,
actually
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree.
I think that I think I brought this up before, but I think
Yeah.
they had success with this play-in tournament. Make the finals of the play-in tournament the actual
All-Star.
All-Star game, like, and have the players now. And this
Yeah.
is what I'm saying: is have the actual players be a part of the game in the sense of maybe they help with broadcasting. They go around, they talk to players, they interview, and make it a
Well,
spectacle.
the thing the NBA failed with this year was they tried a little too hard to how do I put this? Like it felt like a big commercial, right? Like this I saw the stat that was put out there that the broadcast was like 4 hours long and the game itself was only like 30 minutes across 4 hours of
Mhm.
broadcast. You cannot have All-Star Sunday be about, everything else but the game. All-Star Sunday night is about the game
Supposed to be
where
relaxing, and everyone comes. Yeah,
right, we're watching the best players in the world play basketball. Right? However the product looks, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see Mr. Beast have a contest with a fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Kevin Hart do a set trying to be funny and it's not funny. Like I don't want to see that stuff. I'm here for basketball, right?
yeah, but that's take away you for a moment.
Okay.
Think of you at 16. You tell me you wouldn't want to see, like, if you were
No,
a 16-year-old.
because when
I
I
don't
was
think I
16,
want to have fun.
I was coming back and I'm like, yo, did you see that off the backboard to myself by T Mac? Did you see that? Vince Carter, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about the game. We weren't talking about all the gimmicks. We didn't care about the gimmicks.
Hmm,
When
I don't
when
know. I kind of feel like, as if you're going to be growing the sport, you need to get the youth involved.
but
And
the youth are not even enjoying this, bro. That's what I'm saying. The youth are not
yeah,
really,
but okay, so then, because
you know?
I'm a designer, right? So we
Yeah,
talk about how do you kind of we call it a problem statement. How do
yeah,
you kind of address the problem? So
yeah.
if we're thinking about the youth and those people that are into it, why didn't they have like a 2K tournament?
No, but the thing is that the problem was never that. The problem was competition. They were saying that the guys aren't competing in the games. The guys aren't, playing hard. It's more than just the All Star Weekend. All Star Weekend is just a byproduct of
Yeah.
the overall product of the NBA or the problem that they have right now.
I don't think there's a problem with the actual different events. I think it's the game
It's a
itself.
game. No, absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm not. I forget the events like Saturday night and
Mhm.
Friday night are cool, right? You got the rookie game, sophomore game. You have the All Star Saturday night. All that stuff is cool.
Mhm.
My problem is the Sunday night game is not what it is, and that's the draw. Like that's what people come here for, to see the All Stars, right? It's All Star weekend. It's got to be centered around the All Stars, your best players
Yeah.
in the league. Right now, the best players in your league are not marketable, bro. They aren't drawing out the fans. Like people are not watching
That's
the
true.
games anymore.
But
They're watching for the gimmick.
I wonder if like because this is a shift now.
Yeah.
If because LeBron is the only draw in a couple years he's going to be out. If he's out,
Yeah.
could they not make a little bit more parity in the league? Put in more players to
So
kind of take on that role.
I saw a theory out there that said LeBron has single-handedly destroyed the NBA, and
Explain that one. Yeah. Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna say that I kind of agree.
Where's my thing? There it is.
There we go. That's it. So the theory was, ever since LeBron came into the league, he's been touted as the face of the NBA, right? Or the future face of the NBA. And this person said that over the years, LeBron has tried his best to play the NBA's game, right? In terms of the first 7 years in Cleveland, he tried to win, right? He did everything he could to try to win. In terms of marketing the game, though, LeBron has done a poor job of helping to expand the game. I'll tell you why. All-Star Weekend 2009, I think it was. He did the interview with Cheryl Miller, and he's like, "Oh, I put my name in the dunk contest, blah blah blah." Never did dunk contest, right? That died down until 2016, when Aaron Gordon and those guys in Toronto had probably the greatest dunk off since MJ and Dominique, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if LeBron had done the dunk contest in 2009. Obviously, that would have propelled the event to another level, right? You have the face of the league in the dunk contest, right? You're continuing the tradition of Jordan and Dominique and Kobe and Vince and these guys, right? Because all these guys did the dunk contest in their prime, right? Outside of Kobe, he did it when I think it was a rookie or second year, something like that. Vince was in his prime when he did his, right? Again, the Miami decision, right, had a ripple effect for years, right?
I always say he circumvented the cap.
He did, but it ruined the NBA in terms of the lower market teams.
Can you not say? Can you change the word?
Okay, I'm not saying ruined.
Change the word from ruin to change.
He changed the trajectory of the league because what happened is the players saw that, oh, I can make a decision to where I would really want to go. I can go team up with whoever I feel like, right? It caused ripple effects down the line. So now when free agency comes around, if I'm a team like the Toronto Raptors, whoever, like a smaller, not Toronto is a bad example, but like a smaller market team, right? Milwaukee, sure. I can't go out and say, well, I have a chance to sign a LeBron James or sign a Kevin Durant. No, these guys are going to want to go to 8 out of the 30 teams in the league, right? Miami, Oakland, or whatever, like San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Places where they can be marketed, LA, Miami, where they can be marketed and make more money, right? This is what happened because of LeBron, right? It's no longer loyalty to a team. Even if a player is loyal now, the franchises are looking at it. Well, if I sign you, you might still want to walk after a couple years if we don't win a championship, right? And it's happened. Look at OKC. OKC lost Durant, and if they didn't have Sam Presti, right, they probably would still be tanking right now.
Yeah.
If we were thinking about it.
Can I let me jump in for this one, right?
Go ahead.
I think it's like this. This is what happened. A balance. Balancing.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But it started off, it was all the owners or the governors.
Yep.
They had the control and the balance.
For sure.
And then they had
but let me add to that. The stars is what made the league profitable. But you're right. The owners didn't have control.
So
the stars is still a star league. Yeah.
So then when they brought in the salary cap, it started doing this.
Yes.
Teetering.
Yeah.
Then LeBron James made it like this.
Yep.
And then
going to Miami.
When they went to Miami, that's when it tilted this way.
For sure.
And then another decision, was KD going to
KD go to the Warriors,
to the
100%.
Warriors.
That
So
has
now,
messed
yeah,
up the league for years to
yeah.
come. Years to
So now these players are like, okay, if I don't want to, if I don't want to play here or whatever, I
Yep.
can force my way out.
Jimmy Butler,
Now, yeah. So, well, Jimmy
Damian
Butler,
Lillard, Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying?
Damon
There's
Lillard too. Yeah.
countless number of guys. Yeah, go ahead.
So when we talk, I'm more about player empowerment because these governors, they're making billions
Oh, I agree.
off
Yeah, I
these
agree.
off of these guys giving them pennies.
Yeah.
One thing Richard Jefferson said is that one of the ideas he'd want, especially in the next collective bargaining agreement, is to go no salary cap,
Mm, that would
so that
really
these
be interesting.
players get
Yeah,
their worth.
yeah,
I think it'd be more like baseball, and I
yeah.
think it'd be like
But
every year
okay,
the
look
Lakers
at
kept the
baseball
same.
though. Look at baseball, right? You had
Sorry,
teams
sorry,
like
sorry. Wait, before you say
yeah.
that,
Go ahead, go ahead.
'cause I don't want to miss this point.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that technically it is like baseball now, because every single top team, like the Celtics, Lakers, New
There's,
York, they get the top players no matter what.
yep,
Miami, they always get the top players.
yep.
So if you, why not just open it up and give these guys what they're worth?
Yeah, I
Instead of all
agree.
these
But
salary cap movements, like you could have had some great player movements. I don't know.
you see the issue with that is, and this is the problem baseball is having, is that the rich is just gonna can just buy up everything, all the assets, right?
Mm,
And this is the problem the NBA already has with a salary cap.
yeah,
So it'll get worse without one. You know what I mean? You have to have some kind of
we don't want to be hockey because hockey
no,
has
no,
a
no,
hard
no.
salary cap,
Hockey's a
and
terrible
these
example.
players are not getting paid
Terrible
what they
example.
should
Yeah.
be getting paid.
What the NBA needs to do is to kind of like it's gonna have to be grandfathered in, but you're gonna have to have some kind of buy-in for players who get drafted by certain teams to say, okay, wherever you get drafted to, we want you to at least spend the first 8 years of your career, at least. Because
That's
I mean,
long, bro.
I know, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because this is the problem the NBA has, right? A player say a player like LaMelo, he gets drafted to the Charlotte Hornets, becomes a superstar, right? Gets his first big deal. All right, cool. I got my deal now. Now he after you got your money, you're looking at, am I winning? Is a team putting winning pieces around me? If you're a player that wants to win, you're looking around you like, I'm playing with guys who can't even score 15 points a game.
or let me let
I'm out
me
of here. I want to
let me
leave.
let me throw this into you. Like instead of, because everyone thinks about the superstar, but what about the little guy? So like a Jamal Shed. Now, and this is actually I'm agreeing with
And
you. If you
yeah,
go say that this rookie needs to stay with the team for 8 years,
yeah.
that commitment should be for everyone. Meaning these smaller rookies.
I
That
agree.
means that means that we should go to a development league that actually is a development league very similar to baseball, where
Right.
these guys can be stashed in these leagues, still make money, still
But there
develop
is
the play,
the
and then bring them up when they can.
I'm agreeing with you, but we're strictly talking about like the bigger players here, like the bigger plays in terms of what's going to change the course of a franchise. Yeah, I'm not.
But the
I'm not.
rules have to apply to everybody, unless you're going to
I
call them
agree.
a cap hold or something.
I
Like
agree.
what do you call them? What are those max players called
Uh,
now?
oh man, I forgot the term. Uh,
I don't know. Like you have to like
not
say it's almost like they average 20 and 20 points,
yeah,
7 rebounds, something like that.
yeah.
They have to be under this assignment as a
I got
rookie.
you. I know. I know what you're saying. I forgot the term, but I know what
Yeah.
you mean. I know what you mean. But my point is like, I mean like, with star players, those are the ones that shift franchises, right? If LeBron James goes back to Cleveland for his last year, the economy grows by a huge number, right?
Yeah.
My point is, you have, sorry, you have players in the league that are looking around at their situation like, yo, I want to leave because I'm not. I put my best foot forward, and we haven't won a championship. I want to leave. I want to go somewhere else. I want to try to win, right? And when they have these conversations, it's always, and look at Jimmy Butler, for example. It always boils down to 5 or 6 teams that he'd prefer to go to. This is the problem,
All right.
right?
Well, hold on. Let's
Problem. The
hold on.
Luka Doncic trade again. It wasn't opened up to the league. It was a private deal dealt with the Lakers. Again, another team who people only look at when it comes to star players. The media drives it, right? The fans drive it all the time. oh, I would love to see Giannis in New York, or I'd love to see SGA in a big market in LA or something like that. You know, like it's constantly, and this is the problem they have because you can't outside of Giannis, you can't keep a player in a small market for more than 5, 6 years.
Yeah,
By
but
the time
then
he gets to the open market, he's out of there.
okay, so what okay. So you're saying that.
Yeah,
Here's an interesting thought process between the like when you think about the last player that was on a rookie deal,
yeah.
right? What was the last player that asked for a trade on his rookie deal?
On a rookie deal,
Yeah.
nobody, because you get more money on your team that drafts you, right?
So,
That's the
so
rules.
then there is some incentive to stay with your team. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think that issue that you were talking about, it's not for that rookie. It's more for that player that's on his third contract. Like that's Jimmy's on his third contract,
But
right?
this is what I'm saying. This the problem is the star players, the best players in the league, do not want to commit to, like, for instance, Charles Barkley, right? Stayed before he got traded from the Sixers to the Suns. Once he got to the
Mhm.
Suns, he played his butt off. He became a superstar, won MVP, made it to the finals, didn't want to leave, right? It's not until his later half of his career where he's like, all right, maybe I want to try to win again, try to get a championship, whatever the case is. These guys are doing that in year 6 and 7 and 8 instead of year 12, 13, 14, right?
But what player? Can you give me an example of a player that did that other than Braun?
That decided to leave early.
Like at like year 6 or 7. Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm saying I don't actually think that's the issue. I think because if you think about Doncic,
Yeah.
he was traded. He
Yeah, I
cannot
agree.
get
Yeah,
the max at
yeah,
all,
yeah. But what I'm
right?
saying, my point is that there's too much player movement at the top for the league to build any kind of consistency, right? Because
But you
okay,
will get that no matter what because they're not going to be on a rookie contract. When you say the top, you're talking to guys that have been in the league 8 to 10 years. When we think about those movements,
yeah,
those are the ones that are being moved. I don't think it's like the
but okay,
rookie, right,
but
or
I
the
think
rookie contract.
remember we're talking about competitive teams that are playing for championships, right?
Yeah,
A lot of guys once they get their max deal, give it a year or so, if they're not winning a championship or contenders, they're out of there. They want
well,
a
okay,
first
look
year
at
year
Lamelo Ball, right? They're talking about trading him now. He's been with the team
because
what 4 or 5 years now.
the executives are trying to get ahead of these guys, bro. This is my problem. They're
Eh,
trying to get ahead of the guys saying before I went out, we're gonna ship you out,
all right,
right?
so then how does this hurt the product?
So now, okay, if I'm okay, remember, look how long it takes to build a team, right?
Yeah.
The Raptors took at least 10 years to build up to a championship team. Then it took a trade of their best player or one of the best players
Mhm.
to bring in a superstar, right? To
Mhm.
win. Once they won, the fall off was right after that. He left, went downhill.
Yeah.
Within 5 years, we're in a rebuild, bro.
Yeah.
Right? When the Lakers had Shaq and Kobe, they won in '03. '04 they lost, right? They didn't they still kept Kobe, great, but it wasn't until '09. Yeah, they '09 or '08 they got Powell. '08 or '09, one of those years. I think it was
I think
'08.
it was '08. Yeah.
So that's what, 4 years? 4 years post finals run that they right back in the finals, and then you look at it a couple years later, they get well, they were bad for a little bit. Then they got LeBron James. But my point is, like, the teams that are considered the top markets, they never waver for too long.
Mhm.
They might
Yeah.
be bad for a couple years. It's either they get a high draft pick or a superstar goes there and they start over again, and they're right back in the finals. The
Yeah.
Celtics have done it over and over and over again. That whole trade with Boston and Minnesota was a farce. Because McHale's like,
And
here,
Angel.
Kevin Garnett in his prime,
Yeah.
while with Ray Allen, and you know what I mean. Like, it was a farce. Then they some under the table deal to this day. I don't know whose idea it was to trade the pick to get Jason Tatum at 3 instead of taking him. Whatever that no to this day, bro. That trade is so stupid. You know what I mean? But, like, there's always some way where these teams, the Celtics, the Lakers, these bigger Miami, always seem to have a way to get back to competitive basketball, right? The teams who win the championships, who are like a one-off, it's hard for them. Look at the Spurs. Even the Spurs, um, They lose Kawhi, they lose Timmy, they lose Tony Parker and all those guys, and now they get Victor Wembanyama out of nowhere. How does that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that happen? Charlotte has been bad for years.
Mm,
Years. Who's the best player
I
they
don't
had in
know.
the last
I don't
15
know.
years?
I wonder about this. I wonder if it's like you can't. There's so many variables with it
There's so
within
many,
this.
bro. There's so
You
many.
know, that's why it's like I wonder if maybe they need to add some more teams to make even even
I don't know what
more.
it is, man. I
Like if
think
they made more teams, then there'd be more like less talent to top teams, right?
I
You
think
know what
the
I
league
mean?
needs to be honest with itself and stop this farce of, catering to the big markets. I know the big markets give you, pretty much pay you. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Lakers. Whenever they travel, the arena is mostly that of that jerseys in the
Yeah.
stands. Right when they come to
They
Toronto,
can't. They can't
it's
though.
mostly Laker jerseys. When whoever else, those star players when they travel, yeah, they boost that economy for that city for that day or that weekend, whatever.
Sheldon, that's the thing. They can't. They cannot do that. That is
Well, they
part of the.
buried themselves. They buried themselves, bro. It's too late now. But Andre, you're looking at the problem here. You're looking at the result of the problem,
Yeah.
right? They've catered to these teams for so long, to now that the players don't even care. They don't even care anymore, bro. They're gonna try, but they're not gonna try hard enough because they know at the end of the day, a superstar is gonna end up in LA. A
Yeah.
superstar is gonna end up in Miami. A superstar is gonna end up in Boston, right? It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
So why
I
try?
find even the answer that Adam Silver had when they said when he was asked about the Luca trade, he's like, I
Oh,
was shocked.
he
I'm like,
knew all
bro,
about it. Just,
I'm like,
please,
bro, you needed to stop.
please.
I think that should have been a stop trade. Like you should not be trading a guy
No.
5 years in the league.
Hold on. So you're telling me that
Are you
LeBron, it's
crazy?
not a coincidence that LeBron is on his last legs. He's on his way out. He did the whole Bronny thing. He got away with that. First of all, that should have been, looked at. He got away with that. And then all of a sudden, mid-season, they get Luka Doncic, a top 5 player in the NBA. You tell me that's a coincidence? Get out of here, man. Don't
How,
try.
bro?
Don't even try that.
I think I asked you this already, but if you say you wanted, because that's what they wanted Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you offer your best player? Why would you start the conversation? What do you want for? What do you want for him?
They didn't even mention Kyrie Irving's name.
This dude went. Hey, we got Luca. We want to trade him.
And we think he's fat, so let's trade. Let's go with
Are
that
you
excuse.
serious, bro?
The man is averaging 20 something points a game, 30 almost 30 points a game, overweight. And you want to trade him in his prime?
Also, I have a conspiracy.
What's that?
Okay, so Luca has what 2 more years on his deal.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who resigns it, like who signs him.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the same amount.
What do you mean? How?
Lakers don't have his bird rights, so he can't get a max deal,
Right. So
like a
how's
super
that,
max deal.
so
So
how's
that
that?
means wherever he goes, he gets the same
Oh,
money.
I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But he just
So
can't get that super duper. But yeah.
so the conspiracy is he's going to Denver, bro.
Oh Lord.
He's not gonna play with the Lakers. You don't have to sign back with them. He's gonna go play
If
with
that happens,
Jokic.
I would be supremely shocked because Luca already said that it was inevitable that he would end up in LA somehow, some way. So I
Nah, he's gonna sign with Jokic.
I would
I got little things. I think
or does Jokic leave Denver?
no, he won't leave Denver. Wait, we can't say. Oh,
Hey,
I'm never being definitive ever
hey,
again.
hey.
But I don't think. Well,
Because
well,
remember,
you know
they
what?
they went from
Yeah,
championship to starting to sell off their core players, right? They got
yeah,
rid of
yeah.
KCP with Shot Porter. You know what I'm saying? Now Jamal Murray looks like he might be on the block. Who knows? Who knows, bro? Who knows?
Yeah, ever since I heard that, like even people are like, "Yo, SGA to Toronto." So I'm like, okay,
Yeah, right.
but now,
Could be.
shit.
Could be. Because guess what? Now
Shout out to my nigga Gucci.
if if quickly gets that big deal, now you can start looking at numbers, right? Oh, does money match? Oh, money matches here. You had
Hey,
this contract, that contract. Hey, I'll take SGA 80 million a year. I don't care. I
Hey,
think
that's
anytime.
what's up. That's what's up. I don't know. But again, back to this All-Star game.
Get rid of it, bro.
I'm
Put
not
it on
happy with it.
ice.
I
Put
did
it on
not
ice.
watch one clip of it live.
That should tell you.
I
That's
was not
right
interested.
there. You
I was
weren't
not
excited. You
interested
weren't
in
interested. Nothing, bro. Get it
I
out of here.
wasn't interested in a G League player winning the dunk off. I was not interested.
Well, he was the best dunker tonight, bro. I'm
But
sorry.
I don't like. I'm not saying that, but he can't play in the NBA.
I
So
understand. I understand.
does it really count? I don't know. You
The
know, I
stars, don't, the stars don't want to play. Or don't want to compete in the
yeah,
contest. But John Morant said he might do it now, and he's trying to recruit other guys to join him. I doubt it.
I think LeBron. I told you this, if LeBron just said, "Hey, I'm going to show up to the dunk contest and do one dunk," it would have saved it.
I
Would
know. That's what I'm saying. I said it
would
earlier.
have.
If he did it in '09, it would have
Oh,
set the
he did it
precedent.
today, like yesterday,
Oh
like
yeah, for
Saturday.
sure.
He would have won immediately. Like it would have been like over.
And by the way, LeBron, you're a hater for announcing that you're not going to play last minute. You knew you weren't going to play. He
No,
didn't
he
even
wasn't gonna
stay,
play.
bro. He didn't even stay for the festivities.
He did that last year. He didn't. He didn't even want to play. He was just
But I'm saying, like,
whatever.
he announced it during the press part of it, and then we didn't see him after that. Like, he just showed up and left. He's like, I'm going to Cabo.
How are they gonna
The jet
punk
is
him like
outside,
that, bro?
bro. I'm telling you, LeBron has too much power in this league. And I understand it. They wanted to make him the next face of the league, but
Oh, fam, what did I tell you? Hold on, let me
whatever.
show you this. 20 minutes ago.
What happened?
Hold on, let me put this on. This is the last thing we'll talk about. But
Yeah.
I told you they were running up to this, and you like, nah, bro. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
One-on-one event being discussed for 2026 NBA All-Star Weekend with a $1 million prize.
$1 million.
Bro, this is going to be. I will watch this.
Of course, but who's
Like,
gonna come? Who's gonna participate? I don't want to see. Yeah, I don't know.
you know what, Sheldon? I don't mind. I don't care who competes. It doesn't even have to be stars. I want to see the spectacle of players playing one-on-one against each other, playing King of the Hill style. I want to see it, bro. That would be sick, bro. Tell me you wouldn't want to see someone like Steven Castle versus like, I don't know, man.
Oh, I
I think
don't
it
want
would
to
be
see that.
cool, bro.
I want
Get
to see
the world.
SGA versus Kyrie Irving, or
Okay, but
I want to see Jason
I think
Tatum
it's the
versus
first one.
KD.
It's the
I don't
first
want to
time,
see
right?
no rookies. I don't want to see no name guys play. I want to
Nah,
see
bro.
stars. It's called All Star Weekend for a reason, bro.
All right, I say this to say like, hey, the first time might be a little small. But I'm telling you, if Kyrie's there watching, it's like, yo, Kyrie, your handles, you can't, you didn't do that. Kyrie might
By the way,
join, man.
Kyrie's got the best handles of all time. It's just a fact.
That's true.
His highlight tape is just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it, bro. Next year I might not tune in. It's gonna be in LA in the Intuit Dome. I'm not gonna be watching.
Is the Clippers going to be hosting it? Is that it?
Yeah, the Clippers. Yeah. So
It's going to be interesting because like
yeah,
LA is getting a lot of things. Like 2028 Olympics is going there.
yeah. You're right.
So LA is
Well,
getting a lot.
because of Steve Ballmer, right?
Yeah.
He has pretty much elevated their status in terms of technology and
I'm a technology guy, right? So I like that kind of stuff.
I know. It's gonna be cool, but again, if the players don't play basketball, I'm not.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching the Boardman Gets Paid podcast. I'm your host, Andre Lindo. We got regular shells back at you for this week. It's going to be a short week. Oh, so
Yeah.
we got the music on. We have one game this week.
Yeah, no break this week. Everyone's in Mexico or Cabo or somewhere.
I think Toronto's in Miami. They're playing the Miami Heat on Friday. So,
nice.
Who do you think is going to win that one?
I'm looking forward to a win, man. Looking forward to a win.
You think we're gonna beat Miami Heat with
Andrew Wiggins as their best player? Come on, man, stop it,
bro.
Tyler Hero.
Isn't what's his name there?
Who's that? Mitchell.
Point guard Mitchell.
Yeah, yeah. That's if he gets minutes.
He's gonna shut down. He's gonna shut us down, bro.
If they play him, all we gotta do is play Jamal Shed, bro. Balance it out. Yeah,
We'll see, But anyways, thank you guys for joining us.
sir.
That is the Board Man Gets Paid podcast.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go make dinner.
Hey.
And the board